What's popular? YouTube, another day, another demo, and another try at the fabled Broky week. That's right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to debro. Stop it, guys. I can't play around anymore because I play around and people don't let it go. All right. Broky week was a joke. Okay, it wasn't a joke, but it's not for real. It was real, but it's not happening. We're not continuing with Broky week. All right. I want you to know that before we get into the game. This demo is a demo that I have no idea what happened. Do you know why? Because it's the major Legends stage. Broky played against Liquid, and I didn't watch. I watch the HLTV stats every once in a while. I watched through the slit of my fingers like this, you know. Took a quick peek here and there. I would refresh Twitter once in a while. But I couldn't watch the live game and listen to the commentators and feel every moment. There was no fun in that. I actually don't understand what it means to root for a team and take pride in it, be happy, okay? All I know is pain. I don't know if you know where I'm from. Well, the two play, okay, if it's India, pain. If it's India, come to my stream once a day, someone will bring up Forsaken. The other place, NA, all right, that I'm from, is pure pain, all right? We lose pistol rounds, we get eco'd, we lose majors. Not Stewie, though. My boy Stewie, my former teammate Stewie. He'd be winning majors. Major, Grand Slam, Stewie. No major, no Liquid, no Stewie. Liquid, no Grand Slam. Cloud9, no Stewie. Cloud9, no major. MIBR, no Stewie. MIBR, no Zotac Masters. Grand Finals, Hong Kong. I was there. I casted it. Trust me, guys. We're here to watch Broky, though. Let's stay focused, okay? I just want to talk about how much pain it is to sometimes have to watch Broky go up against Team Liquid. And especially when you're hitting shots like that. I didn't watch this game. I'm glad. Man, if I was watching this game live, the pain would have been immense. It would have been measurable. It would not immeasurable. But people always say, oh, pain is immeasurable. No, I would be able to measure it. I'd be able, because I've experienced so much cheering for Team Liquid over the years. But at least I get a little bit of Team Liquid right here. Hey, Twist. Miss you so much, man. You know it's even more pain? FaZe don't make playoffs. What the heck? This legend stage, as I said on Twitter, is Pizdets. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Pizdets! I saw a Hobbit say that once. It sounded so funny. And then everyone said it just... they couldn't really describe it to me in English. Look at my giant Ukrainian beer, guys. Hobbit said something about this event or something is Pizdets. Pizdets! Pizdets? Pizdets! I don't know. It means crazy, but like it can mean multiple things. Not like... Oh! Broky, see? You think Broky's great. You think Broky's all that. Look, he's not even. He bleeds just like you and me. Oh, man. He's on point. Gotta love Broky because the rifling's as good as the opping, and the opping's getting better every day. You know? That would be my tagline if I was Broky. I put that on the resume. The opping's as good as the rifling, and the rifling's getting better. You know? Because it is. The reason that we canceled Broky Week in the first place was because... the further into Broky Week that we got, for those of you who are newer to the channel, the further into Broky Week that we got, the less I liked Broky. All right? What I wanted to investigate last time was the fact that I thought Broky, and we all loved Broky, and thought Broky was a great player. He's having a fantastic rookie year, had some great clutch stats. And we would just want to watch demos. And we're like, man, this guy's sick. Let's watch some demos. And I committed to a whole week. And that's where this Broky Week meme came from, okay? But after a few days, I stopped. Why? Because I was watching these demos, and I was seeing it. I remember specifically a Mirage game. And I was watching a player who was coming in on T rounds, second, third, or fourth, sometimes last on T rounds. And he's great clutch, you know, so you want him to stay alive. But he's holding guns like the op. And he's kind of... He's like posturing like he's an aggressive player, but at the same time, he's not taking the engagements like he's an aggressive player. Instead, he was waiting for something to happen so he could help snowball around. You know, I felt like the initiative wasn't there basically. And now I feel like the initiative is definitely there, and it's undeniable in my opinion. We've already seen it in this game, but you know, it's one of those cases where it feels like right now the best rookie formula is to. Oh, this is not good advice. I don't want people to hear this, but it is kind of to worry about stats a little bit because it buys you some time to actually get good, you know? And I think it also means that you're, you know, if you are worried about stats a little bit, I mean, there's just, when you're a new player, people are going to come down on you hard publicly for your stats because people are not as well informed to know, you know, if a player is good if the stats don't say it. Some people have to, like, you know, or use the stats pretty closely. So then, and that's like the general guy, right? Oh my God, there's no chance, right? Even Broky can't plant the bomb with less than 4 seconds to go. I'm not encouraging anybody to worry about their stats, but I do think that there is something to it. You know, number one, you're experiencing public pressure for the first time. Number two, some of that pressure is coming whether it's justified or not. And number three, like, all these forces that you can't control are like controlling the narrative around you, right? Pundits, YouTubers like me, or commentators like me, or whoever is like kind of the, you know, the voice of the enthusiast fans or something like that, I guess. And then the other people, you know, HLTV forums posters, ESEA forums posters, Reddit, all these kinds of things. Like, they're all kind of influencing the narrative in different directions, and you can't really do anything. You say something about it, you ever try to push back, then, prepare for a torrential downpour of negative energy in your direction coming all at once. Okay, let's see. Broky, there it is. Look how quick this is. Nice rifling from Broky. I'm loving this crosshair. Dragging the spray down. Nafla, you got to shoot him. You can shoot him in the head because he's always going to shoot you back in the body. Look at the damage done by Broky. Warden in the watchtower, the B apartments. I'm going to give Twist the benefit of the doubt and say that he wins this round. Yeah, I know he's just been knocked down to 15. I don't think... Okay. Well, thought he was going to survive it anyways. But the other thing is that in the rookie year of a player, at least in a couple of these rare, very good players, you can immediately see they're good in the clutch, and that's usually where some of the potential is seen, right? But being the clutch doesn't actually... I used to think this. I used to think that if you're a good clutch player, you're a good player. You must be a good player somewhere in there. But I've learned that's not true. Because you can be a clutch player, and I know this playing on my own teams. You know, I know some clutch players who have terrible comms, and if you have terrible comms, you can't play at a pro level. Like, some people get away with it, but they will always hold your team back in the long run. You got to be able to sing and dance. Some people can't do that. And, you know, good comms doesn't mean you're talking all the time. It just means that you're not wasting time when you talk, and you're talking when you need to. And some people talk more and some people talk less, and it's important to have a balance on the team. You know, an IGL, a second big voice, a third guy who's got a good attitude, talks just enough, and fourth and fifth guy who probably don't talk that much because there's not that much space to talk, but still can help you move the round forward. And some people have better comms and worse comms, and some people have better aim and worse aim. Unfortunately, when it comes to analysis, communication is probably first or second most important thing about a player, but we mostly don't get to know how good someone's communication is. But that I don't know if I don't know if that's overstated. And I've said this before, but at a very low level in Counter-Strike, the game is about aiming, the game is about crosshair placement, the game is about movement, the game is about basic utility, the game is about understanding maps, right? At a high level, at a pro level, the game is about timings, the game is about communication, right? It's getting a full understanding of the map and understanding where your gaps are. Like, that's, once everybody knows all the nades and all the spams and all the timings, trying to get that little bit of an edge is where, you know, you're separating yourself from the rest. And that's why it's kind of hard to see sometimes when you watch a pro player, like, well, how does this guy look better than someone level 10? It's in a lot of it is in those two things, really. But everything gets better as well, right? A pro player is going to have better aim on average. They're going to have better crosshair placement on average. They're going to have better clutch on average. They're going to be better individually in every way. They're going to know more nades than most people and how those nades work and all that stuff on top of the opponents that play and how they play. Okay, Broky, look at the B entry beast. Okay, never mind. We're going to take it back to mid. See if we can make something happen here. Looks like the round's about to get interesting. 40 seconds left. Maybe a fight goes down. Team Liquid are winning this half so far. Broky had a whole hell of a lot of kills. I'd also like to say Broky's got some of the best movement that I've seen. Very underrated movement. There's a good, impactful kill. Fortunately for him, all of his teammates are dead. Can't collect this bomb either. And now you're just out of time. You can't win this round, so there's just no way you can. It's just not going to happen. No one's going to give you a plant, and there's players at every choke point, so forget about it. Talked about a few different things today. I haven't finished my thoughts on any of them. I don't think people should bait for stats, but I do think that there is a way to build properly. If you look at a player like Bits, you look at a player like Broky, you look at a player like Perfecto, you know, they start off with very good clutch statistics. They were missing a little bit when it came to how aggressive they could be, but they slowly kind of built out their repertoire as pro players at the tier 1 level by getting more and more comfortable. But they did it kind of slowly, right? Building out from the core fundamentals out, right? They're like, okay, I got good mechanics. I got to learn all these different timings and where to take space and stuff. And I made that video called "Is Bit Too Disciplined?" and it shows kind of how he's kind of encumbered by this idea of I've got to play really well and properly and not die, right? And I think Broky had that quality in his first year. And there are a few others kind of, you know, some of the good rookies, I think, they put DPR first, which I think is actually quite good. And everybody may have a different way of doing it. I think there's lots of valid ways, but a couple of the good ones so far have done it that way. But now that Broky is he's not just an outstanding rookie, right? He is a focal point of the FaZe Clan story. He is a guy who pulled a 1.17 or 1.18 rating throughout the major in both stages, even though they didn't qualify. And even though he absolutely pulled his weight at this event, you know, partially in this game here versus Liquid, I think 40 kills on the map when we get into overtime. It wasn't enough because of the rest of his team. I'll just put it like that. I mean, no one can argue that Broky didn't do enough in these games. But yeah, he still he's coming closer to the, you know, take over the game, star player type player, which he should be aspiring to be. Number one, because he's an opper, okay? So even if you're like a passive style opper like Shiro, for example, you can still have massive stats if you're used correctly. And in my opinion, there's just no world where you should have an opper in your team that isn't a star player. It has to be a core player. Ideally, top 2 impact. Ideally, top 1 impact. I mean, in my opinion, I'm pretty strict about it. I think elite oppers win tournaments. And I think we're just seeing more and more evidence of that. We see teams like G2 at their peak struggle to beat teams that are better with elite oppers or equivalent with elite oppers. Liquid, the Liquid era was denoted by being good against Na'Vi, but not a Na'Vi as strong as they are now. And also avoiding Astralis in a lot of, you know, matches and whatever, where they always had problems with Astralis. And also, they did win an important series or 2 versus Astralis, but not the strongest Astralis, of course. Not to say that they weren't absolutely beasts, but I think it's simply that on these teams where the op changes hands a lot and they don't have that specific star solo player that can carry you through on an op, I think they'll struggle to basically have an era or, you know, win tournaments consistently. And I don't think that'll change. And Broky is a player whose stats, you know, represent his impact. His impact rating doesn't really make much sense in my opinion. And he's a two-way player, just as strong as a rifler as he is an opper. And his opping is only getting better. And yeah, he's pretty much good at all points in the round. I feel like maybe his weakness most is in the mid-rounds, where you can see him being a part of action, but you still see he's following the lead as opposed to taking over in the mid round, where there are a lot of experienced voices on FaZe Clan, so that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of trophies on the FaZe Clan members, right? But in the late round, he's super clutch, and in the opening round, I think it's been clear that he's been happier to take more engagements early on. Damn. Fallen was not ready for that whatsoever. I guess after he tagged Olaf said, okay, he's not going to expect me to leave this position. That might have been the outplay right there. Dude, this is kind of crazy because we're starting off 7-3. This is like a 17. It's like a good amount of kills this half from Broky. Broky. And now they're really going to have to make it happen. They are really going to have to make it happen. Maybe Rain can help out. 2-on-3 situation. Olaf and Broky working together. We've got some info. Broky missed that first shot. Olaf doing a lot here. Broky, quick check the flank. You're not anticipating an actual peek to come, but you want to be on guard while you're not doing anything else. And in the 2-on-2, Team Liquid might be insecure about the guns they have. So that gives you more reason to wait. Also, you look at the clock. It plays directly into how you're going to play out the 2v2, right? You might be holding angles in your mind, 20% chance that they peek. If they do, I punish. If not, all good. And you just want to organize at a point like, right, you know, by 20 seconds here, you're close up A ramp, that you can go and get the bomb down. If there's any trouble, you have time to deal with it. And Olaf is making a mid-round rotation into halls, and I guess he can hold the stairs basically for Broky, put some pressure on towards connector, and they can even try to swing with it. And as I say that, Naf goes at swinging. He goes swinging hard. Broky was left to the Deagle, so they don't win the mid-rounds. 3-8 to Team Liquid. Wow. You look at this. Wow, this would have been even more pain to know that FaZe Clan won this series 2-0, you know? It would have been even more pain to watch this live and see the 8-3 start. Wow, it's really happening. Merca, you know? It was never happening, you know? Too hard of a game to watch, man, because LAN Clan, they're always a threat. And Liquid it feels like, honestly, I can't watch Liquid anymore. They don't look like they're having fun. I actually don't know if there's a single team that looks like they get pressed faster. And press is like slang for angry, tight, you know? Like, I mean, I've seen Liquid go up 7-0 in a game, lose one round, and immediately no one's smiling. Like, you know, losing a round is losing a round, and it can come down to how you do it. And it might be able to rationalize, like, a reason for it, but after thousands of hours of watching player cams at different teams and stuff like that, I don't think it's a coincidence that Team Liquid are having trouble closing out games with the players that they have, when clearly they look like they're so done all the time, you know? To me, it's like what FaZe Clan could actually be, because they've won just as much as Team Liquid and more, and a lot more, actually. And so, you know, it could be the thing where you've won so much, it's hard to roll out of bed and try really hard for games, or you get frustrated when players you know that you're better than beat you, or teams you know you're better than are beating you. Maybe it's a bit of insecurity. Maybe it's a bit of just frustration for that reason. But it just looks so I can't stand it. I actually can't stand to watch the Liquid as we know it play anymore. I think Stu and Fallen might be leaving. I don't know what's actually a rumor and what's not anymore. Every time I hear a rumor, I just take it as fact. Because there's like a 90-10 split between rumors that come true and rumors that don't, right? Even me, who has sometimes gets insider information, like knew about Astralis roster changes, lots of different stuff. I was the amount of things that I heard that were just ended up being untrue from really good sources is crazy. And it even makes me wonder how close some of these deals are. How close some of these deals are to, like, how, you know what I mean? It makes me wonder how fast these deals get put together and, like, how many things actually got canceled, you know what I mean? And, like, there was a world where Simple was joining MIBR. Maybe it's not that crazy to think about, considering Simple literally did join Liquid. But that was afterwards. Some crazy stuff has almost happened. B-split oncoming. Top con smoke on the B-splits. Great to smoke top con. If someone slips out into the con and onto the boxes, that can be kind of annoying. So sometimes you're trying to molly in con while you smoke top con and go off cap. And the top con smoke is supposed to... Wow, that's quick. Oh, that's good. It's kind of a pistol farm. The top con smoke is trying to make the other team believe that you're taking mid control slowly and maybe going towards A afterwards. And also blocks off vision towards cat. So you can use it as both a fake smoke and a smoke that gets you up cat. Really important smoke to have to know at all times. Oh my god. Make a clip of it. FaZe have really recovered. I've been passively watching this game. And it's been alright. I can see where the kills are coming down. It's not been an unbelievably instructive half, I guess you could say. I've been trying to latch on to some moments to see what I can learn from this, but trust me, I am watching. Ooh, using the nades. Okay, well, we just learned that that doesn't work versus Fallen. Okay, even old man Father Fallen. If that doesn't work versus him, don't try it at home. But it's good to get creative. I will say, sometimes Broky really catches my attention for just being super creative in very, very clutch moments. Wow. Okay, I guess we're here to watch the twist clutch. Guys, I am not going to watch this whole game. No way it's 10-14. Okay. I'm down to watch from here just because I don't know what happens. We're going to be watching this from Broky's perspective. Wait, it's 10-14 and they're half buying. Guys, I know spoilers, but we get 2-0'd. And by we, I mean America and Canada and Liquid and South America. We get 2-0'd in this series in an elimination game at the Major. And I didn't see that we were up 14-10 at one point in this match. I'm so sad right now, even though the Major's over and neither of these teams made it to playoffs. That already hurt because I put them both in my our pick'em, I guess you could say, since so many people ended up using my pick'em. I didn't expect that, but we all got diamond in the end, right? Because you're all gems. I don't know. Is a diamond a gem? It is, right? A gem would be just any kind of special rock. I guess would be the definition. Broky, they're going to need you to... Okay, they're going to need Broky to fend off match point. Looks like he does enough. Oh, that's it. 14-11. You can't let it get to 15-11 versus FaZe. Not with Stewie on the other team. This demo review has been more of a podcast than anything else. I didn't mind it though. Even though I'm not the one who has to watch. Now I'm here actually I just want to know what happens. Well, I know what happens. I just want to know how, man. Why? What? Support flash. That palm tree flash just to the top of mid. Oh, that's like. Oh, thought we had an opening there. But that's only Broky who's died on this. So yeah, they're still fine. Liquid going too slow. They got Opie? Broky. They get Oppie here. Okay, this is our twist from default is watching connector to see if anybody jumps up the stairs and tries to tuck. Rain's watching halls. This setup is kind of crazy, right? Because like, let's say twist dies. Okay, let's say let's just pause for here for a second. Let's say twist dies, right? Which is, you know, it's twist. They probably put the best player of the three here watching connector with a rifle. Like, he's going to be safe about it. He's got an advantage. But let's say twist dies. Then Broky's under threat from A ramp, and now he has to also watch connector. And Rain has to move, and he could get peeked from Palace. So if twist dies and connector is open, Rain is no longer safe, and Broky can't watch two things. And he might not be able to watch anything except for the passive A ramp, right? And then conversely, if Rain dies, it's not so bad. If Rain dies, Twist can crouch behind default box and watch, you know, Palace and whatever, and play off Broky. And yeah, so a lot rests on Twist in that moment, and they actually come off of this position. And this is the release right here. Okay, think about this as a release. Like, you take the A ramp control, you took that small risk in the middle of the round. There was so much tension in their setup that like no one can move, and if anyone moved, then the setup is so much weaker, right? Twist can't watch connector if Broky has to watch A ramp and Rain is watching Palace. If, you know, Rain moves, nothing works anymore. So in this position, Rain's in A ramp. Now Rain doesn't need help. Plus he's watching A ramp, which means Broky can get up on top of Ticket and go watch connector if he wants to, and Twist can watch Palace, as well as, you know, whatever it is. Maybe they think that's the least likely to get peeked, or they have smokes for it. But this position is not possible without Rain, and Rain doesn't need anybody to watch him. So that's how, you know, aggression and map control can help you. A very basic lesson, I guess, but and how it opens up angles if you release some tension in the setup. You got to pick those moments where it's time to move forward, right? It's time to release some tension from the setup. It's too much tension, and, you know, once a few seconds passes and no one's attacked you, you realize you did have an opportunity there to actually get to a better spot and just chill for a moment. Oof. Clean stuff, but just some Mikos. We get one step closer. Oh, that's tricky. You see how they smoked the Molotov on the far left side, leave that gap, but Broky gets tagged by the molly, so it kind of messes it up, because you can hear someone getting tagged by the molly. But the idea was smoke the molly so that the T's walk around the corner thinking it's smoked, and then Broky ops them. But smoke it far, right? Smoke it on the other side. Now, this setup, I don't really know what to call these setups, but this is a position where, if you're close A ramp like this, you can take over the ramp once you win your duel, but you're waiting for the duel to do something like that. And if the A split comes and there's Palace involved and stuff, you kill one of the players in the split, then you take over control of it, and you use it as cover to defend against the side hit. It's a very common theme across maps. You'll find a lot of positions like that. Another one that's common is B on Dust 2. If players split on you through mid, taking tunnels control versus the split, and then holding tunnels control while they split is both a great way to attack and defend at the same time. 3 versus 2 coming into the site. Critical round. Don't want this to get to match point. It does at some point, so we'll see when. One spotted bench. Now the idea is scale. Oh, wow, nice shot. Nice shot, Fallen. Great shot, Fallen. Damn. This is coming very low odds round for Twist. If it wasn't Twist, I'd give him odds, but okay. Fallen will take him out. Look at this Liquid. Surely they're going to win this map now. They're in the power position. That's interesting. I might approach like this when I'm coming to clear out a ramp in the future. Just off the stairs. Goes wide, doesn't miss anything, and can support with grenades. There, he throws a smoke for his palace player, so his palace player frees up. And that's the other thing, too. Like, with 10 setup, sometimes a smoke is huge. 15 seconds where you know there's going to be a certain amount of respect in that time that you can safely not look at it sometimes, or keep it in vision, keep it in mind, but not always keep it in view. Vision in view, but mind in view, mind in vision. You know what I mean? Damn, a really patrol-y way to watch the B site. Just, I'm so wondering here if there will be a timing, or if you should just be holding onto the Hall's cross, but it looks like it's actually just going to be the A site, and they were casually watching it. But everyone from Liquid is here. Broky wastes no time. Everybody dies, 14 to 15. And I don't know if Liquid have any money. They invested a lot on that round. This Molotov, you'll see players sometimes line it up, that you can line it up against the wall outside the smoke and then go into the smoke and then throw it, and it lands on top boxes consistently. It's not hard to land it, even if you just freehand it, but sometimes it's best practice to, learn the lineup when there's a smoke down so you don't ever miss it. Entire rounds are won and lost off of one smoke and one Molotov, often enough that it's worth it to try to be 100% consistent. I don't say that to be a stickler. I'm not trying to be a party pooper. I don't think Counter-Strike is about doing math or memorizing lineups, but it has a really big impact on the game, and if the primary way you have fun is winning, then that's going to get in your way if you start missing grenades. Honestly, Counter-Strike when you're competing is not it's not really about fun. It's actually just about winning. It's definitely really stressful, and talk to players and you'll know it's a lot of stress, a lot of pain. And it's very difficult. It's not so much fun. The competition of it, the beauty of the game is one thing. The big rounds that happen every once in a while is one thing. But the amount of hours that go into it where you don't get any of that far outnumber the moments that are really sick. But, yeah. A lot of stress, a lot of pain. It's like being a Liquid fan, really. About to say, that's how I know what it's like. Yep. That's why. Alright, well, we didn't even need Broky here for this round. My nose has started to run for no reason. Well, I mean, I guess there's always some reason that I don't know about necessarily. I'll just grab my next giant Ukrainian beer. It's actually just a Carlsberg, though. This is why I canceled Broky week. I'm just kidding. He's super explosive, but he's not in the middle of everything all the time. I feel like he's got the right energy to farm Twitch clips, though. Just like the right style. Just explosive enough. Alive long enough, explosive enough. You know what I'm saying? God, he wants to give that up. Bad. Okay, 5v2, no shot. I came here to watch a T-side up demo on Mirage, not CT. It goes double OT, okay. Okay, last round of first half, and then we switch to CT side. My nose is really running. Okay, 1 second. Okay, excuse that interruption. And and those just started running. Can't have that happen. I'm flying to Helsinki tomorrow. Going to Finland for the first time. Look at my new white G Pro. Man, the white G Pro is so much nicer. Scott, you can see the writing better here. Just clean. Looks good. Love my black ones though. I got almost all black stuff. I finally got a new mouse pad. That was just a long time coming. I mean, my mouse pad was just basically white from all the skin cells that I had baked into it. Rifle nade set. The stairs Molotov. So I can come to attack. They don't want that getting run through. The stairs peak's always very risky. Also nice to have an extra smoke in a round instead of using the, doing the full eject. Oh my god, that was insane. Man, honestly, I actually blanked and I missed it, dude. These shots are so fast. Why did Broky do this to us, man? Why does Broky hate North America? The people want to know, Broky, why do you hate us?
Why you bully me? Everyone asking.
We need a Latvian opera in North America. All these Bulgarian operas are not cutting it so far. Sadly. I take it back. Bulgarian operas are nuts, but there's other regions out there that I'm curious about, too. I'm still curious about Poland, actually. Can I just say, I think there's, Shuhei and Shane on Mao's NXT. They piqued my curiosity. They got my attention.
Gentlemen, you have my curiosity. But now you have my attention.
And I know Polish players are nuts at CS, and I hope there's going to be more. More Hades, more Snatchies, more Shuheis. Shuhei. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is the last round of the game. I can feel it. Even though it's 4v5. Wow, what is this? Double overlap over cat. I said, Olaf, just go back to B, man. Oh, shit. Olaf, you're supposed to be in B, man. Oh, no, they're execing now. Oh, it doesn't even matter. He's half blind and he still nails that. They actually are going to win. Bomb down. Oh, never mind. Okay. Interesting spot. 1-on-2. How quick he's being. Wow, doesn't even respond to the Van Hopper. Holy shit. Does this flash work? That's an across. Bombs underneath the window. I don't know if it's been collected again. Broky's waiting. You got to be careful about this A1S, and he does find a moment. Oof. Aware of everything. We still don't know where this player is. Off to the marketplace. Broky's making moves. He doesn't get scared into positions. Gotta love that. Ah, the flank is beautiful. Outplays Naf in the 1v1. Doesn't expect that rotation at all. Broky. We were up in both halves and still lost. Can I show you guys what the scoreline looks like? It's not cool. It's not fun. It's pure pain. Yeah, and I'd just like to say, Broky had a fantastic major. One of the best players at the event to not get stickers. 1.175 average across the 12 maps played at the major. And even though they didn't qualify, in the Legend stage, plus 46, man. His best tournament in some time. Which is pretty outstanding. Great stuff. And he farmed us. 38 kills on the map for this game versus Liquid. Yeah, he earned it every step of the way. Oh my god, this is the second map. That hurts even more. We're supposed to go to 3 maps, but Broky dropped a 1.40 rating. Jesus. And he tried here. This is a big choke, man. Virtus Pro. Oh, can't beat them. Wow. Can't believe I subjected myself to having to watch that. Thank you for the suggestion. Whoever you were in the comments, you know who you are. You commented on the video yesterday. Going to do more demos for the major. Going to watch it all, honestly. So anybody that you want me to watch, let me know down below. Thank you guys once again. And as always,